You're very welcome, Parrot Werewolf. Congratulations. So, let me see if I can switch these things around. I actually have lower thirds for some of these news items. Let's move over to the news. Why is that? We'll start off with the... Where's that one? There it is. Capcom has announced... Whoopsie! Capcom has announced something that I'm not able to do, right? There we go. Capcom has announced they're doing a couple of short films based around Dead Rising 2. And basically they got the character designer Norio Shioyama. He did Votom's Ronin Warriors, a bunch of other stuff, character designs. Oh, Urban Vision. I will get to Urban Vision. Thank you very much. That will be an important, that is an important news story. But let me finish up the Capcom thing. Basically, the idea is what happens if zombies invaded, like, period Japanese times. And folks during Japanese times actually told stories with zombies around them. And so they've released some videos. And I actually have one of the videos here to show you, if hopefully this will work. Just to give you a feel. The Shioyama was the main visual artist, animation director, and animator, while Manaba Inada did some other work as well, creative director, and so forth. So let me show you the video. If this will actually work, we will see. And this is the first video, which is called Samurai Dead Rising. We'll see how this works for the video. Wow, that was actually pretty cool. That's very interesting. Needs more fan service, yeah. Panty shot in the middle of all that would be awesome, wouldn't it? Okay, so that was the interesting thing about that little Capcom thing. Apparently they'll be doing a few more. So yes, Urban Vision, very good question. I'm not sure what's going on with Urban Vision. Certainly something kind of weird. Basically, was it Right Stuff that pulled all their stuff, all their Urban Vision titles? I'm scrolling down to see if I can find the article. It's not showing up here, obviously, in my list. But where was the Urban Vision? Urban Vision! So, yeah, Right Stuff removed all Urban Vision titles from their thing. I think I have a cover for this. Yeah, Urban Vision drama. So basically, Right Stuff removed all their Urban Vision stuff, and Right Stuff said basically they're not delivering stuff to us. You know, we're just not getting any titles from Urban Vision. And ANN contacted Urban Vision, which, by the way, it's one of the nice things about ANN. They'll actually contact the companies. And they said the company's still in business, but here's the statement they released on Wednesday. Quote, right now, Urban Vision Entertainment has been going through restructuring our business model and operations. Given today's economic climate, physical distribution of goods has become riskier. Just look at the companies that were devastated when Musicland threw it in. Thus, we've been working more towards broadcasting and online avenues of distribution, such as Amazon On Demand, Netflix, and YouTube. While our DVDs may be harder to find right now, we're working on ways to improve our distribution. In other words, no answer at all, except the fact that they're trying to do more streaming stuff, which is everyone is trying to do that. So that's kind of interesting and worrying and so forth. Now, you may be wondering who the heck is Urban Vision. They are the ones who released such legends as Biohunter, The Cockpit, Dragon Slayer, Gotcha Man, Golgo 13, Parasite Dolls, Slipstream, Sonic Boom Squadron, and Tekkaman Blade 2. So yeah, they're one of the big ones. Actually, to be fair, they also released Vampire Hunter D. What else? Ninja Scroll. There's one or two others here that was significant. Maybe those were the only two. Yeah. So Wicked City, I guess. So you know they have released some kind of classic stuff, but nothing really interesting. Well, they did release Strange Dawn, which I came across a while back. Really, really bizarre. Basically, two Japanese high school girls or junior high school girls fall through a portal and end up in like a fantasy world full of chibis, but it's done with this like gorgeous Yoko Kanno style music of big sweeping visuals and all this kind of stuff with all these little chibis running around. Really, really bizarre show, but odd. Yes, I suspect they're kind of just milking what they've got. So who knows how much longer Urban Vision has to last. It is a little bit scary, but they're still there, and fortunately it's not Funimation, although Funimation certainly has plenty of its own problems. Okay, so let's switch on back to something a little bit more interesting. This is something actually that I had not noticed in my initial thing, so I don't have a lower third for it. Gonzo's releasing a new TV anime in 2011. Yes, they're not dead. And Range Murata has confirmed that he's doing the character designs for it. He did the character designs for Last Exile and Blue Side Number 6 and a bunch of their other stuff. For those interested, or those who know, Range Murata, is it Range Murata or Range Murata? I mean, I know it's spelled R-A-N-G-E, but if you're pronouncing it based on the Japanese pronunciation, it would be Range. So I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't. Owaki, dude, I don't understand your question. Can people win more than one poster? Oh, yes. But I'm only doing one poster today. So we only get that one poster. But like, if you know, someone else could win. You know, if you won a poster today, you could win it at you know, something else next week. Well, I think what I do is like, if you win today, you can't win for another like 2 weeks, something like that. So you don't get the same person winning every day. Although I don't think that'll happen, but who knows? But yeah, good point. So Range Murata will be doing more Gonzo stuff. The big question is, will Gonzo actually live much longer? We mentioned last week Star Driver, a new upcoming mecha anime. Well, if you're going to New York Comic Con or the New York Anime Festival, it'll be premiering there. Bones is actually going to be showing Star Driver there, which is pretty surprising and neat and okay. don't quite understand that, but that's cool. All right, moving on. So there's a Studio Ghibli film called Tales from Earthsea, which is quite an interesting film. I'm actually planning on reviewing it for Talking to a Video within the next few weeks. And it came out a couple of years ago. It recently was released in American theaters, and it went through its run. It's made a grand total of $48,000 US. Now, that's not too good until you realize that it was only released on 5 screens total. Yeah. So that's just how it is. And it was only in theaters for like 2 weeks, something like that. So, yeah. But yes, that's actually a pretty decent showing. That's, well, about $10,000 per screen over 2 weeks. That's pretty good. I mean, normally it'll only a movie will only make a couple $1,000s per screen. So that's solid. That's quite solid. It does adapt Ursula K. Le Guin's novels to anime. And it is adapting like several different storylines, all kind of merged into one. And it is a Studio Ghibli fantasy film, and it is a little more adult than you might expect from a Studio Ghibli film. For example, there's an attempted rape. Yeah, I was shocked by that. But it's important. I mean, it's not just there for titillation or anything. It's just like it's there to establish the kind of world this is. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Okay, moving along. Let's see here. So there's this awesome anime called Sangoku Basara, which came out last year, I believe, by Production IG. And the Sangoku Basara second season TV anime series is coming out in Japan with a 3D disc on there. It'll have 3D content on there. They're basically taking several scenes from the original Sangoku Basara, and they've done it in 3D, so you can actually show that on a 3D TV and so forth, which is pretty cool. The sequences they're going to re-3D, if you will, is the sword fight / horse race between Date Masamune and Sanada Yukimura, and something else I forget. It isn't saying here. Anyway, so if you want to buy the Japanese DVDs of Sangoku Basara 2, and yeah, you'll get that bonus DVD on there. Stereoscopic 3D footage, how awesome. The title of the DVD is actually Date-Sanada Special Red-Blue 3D Glasses. That's the title of the disc, which is kind of fun. Anyway, for those wondering if it's worth it, it's over-the-top sort of classic Japanese warring states, war between different nations, done by Production IG with a lot of budget and fun. So like when two characters fight each other, they yell, and when they hit each other, literally like there are giant Dragon Ball Z style energy blasts, and the earth beneath them literally cracks and rumbles. And there's all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's really, really over the top and fun. So if you're cool with that kind of thing, it's a really fun show. Certainly not for everyone, but certainly a fun over the top show. Okay, so let's move on to some of these promos that were released recently. Let's see here. I'm just going to go back to the straight lower third for these. And so we've got a bunch of different anime coming out soon. I think I'm going to start with the new thing by Gainax called Panty and Stocking. I've not seen this yet, but this is a trailer for